So we are going to look at Kaspa's price action and the chart, of course, but firstly I would like to actually cover these positive news and a little bit of negative to put everything into perspective. All right, so guys, let's start right away. Okay, first of all, Mr. Jim Cramer turns bearish on Bitcoin and crypto, and historically he always has been wrong with these kind of predictions. So let's see if Mr. Jim Cramer inverse theory is actually going to come into fruition. Right now, another piece of news, we've got Apple that added Bitcoin payments on Apple Pay. So why am I showing you that? Well, adoption, right? Another step towards the better future, I believe. And yes, of course, price of BTC doesn't really spike now, but long-term outlook. Samsung and Sony to partner in their upcoming big crypto firm and blockchain, right? So these two giants, of course, are going to capitalize on that crypto revolution, in my opinion, and they couldn't let it go, right? Since they do have a bit of liquidity, right, and money to spend and invest, this is what they are doing. So they are basically shifting and pivoting towards crypto and blockchain related firm. So what does it mean? And also we got Russia, who started a trial of cross-border payments using crypto. Russia trades 600 billion USD annually, which is almost 30% of total crypto market cap, and that's ultra bullish for crypto, guys, right? Another use case for crypto, and you know, more liquidity. That's basically what it means. Also, we've got China that is likely to unban Bitcoin in Q4, and also that's another liquidity on the top of, you know, all of the positive news I believe that I have showed you already. But also, you know, we are waiting and the market is actually anticipating elections, right? I really don't have the chart at the moment. There is basically historically every single time election happened in US had the proper bull run, which is that parabolic phase. The Bitcoin pumped properly, and after that altcoins followed. All right, so you know, everything that we saw was just a first leg outside of accumulation, and now we are experiencing pullback along with shaky, which is basically the same scenario as C19 in the previous cycle. Right now we had the Japanese stock market. But anyways, I digressed a little bit. Another positive news, which is FTX that returns 16 billion to creditors starting in Q4. You see, another Q4, too beautiful to be true, right? Of course, but 16 billion, I believe that's quite a bit for people to actually reinvest into crypto, right? I'm not saying that all of that 16 billion is actually going to flow into the markets, but I'm pretty sure that portion of it actually will. So everything is aligning up, you know, towards Q4. Anyways, guys, now a little bit of negative news. All right, so we've got just in, FBI warns the North Korean hackers are attempting to steal Bitcoin and crypto funds from the ETFs. So first of all, I do believe that, you know, security levels, etc., you know, everything that's regarding ETFs is actually quite safe, right? Of course, FBI is warning that North Korean hackers, which I believe probably are powerful, but in my opinion, that is going to cause short-term noise and short-term FUD, right? So this is the negative news that I've mentioned about before, guys. So again, yes, the price of Kaspa, the price of BTC, and overall market might gonna drop based on this, for instance, and of course lack of liquidity. Let's have a look at the chart. All right, before we are going to look at Kaspa, I know that you want to look at our beloved Kaspa, but let's actually have a look firstly what BTC did. So ever since 3rd of September, guys, BTC basically dropped from what, 59k to around 56 now, right? And roughly BTC dropped to, hold on, so the lows were 6.5%, and at the moment we are experiencing drop of 4.4% for BTC's price action. All right, so that obviously is huge for BTC, right? And of course Kaspa in this scenario cannot really flourish, right? I'm not going to, you know, talk about long term because I basically covered that in the news, guys, right? It's pretty much no brainer, at least to me, that Kaspa is going to be at much higher prices in this bull cycle, and now is great time to accumulate. But let's cover, you know, for the purposes of, you know, the update, let's cover 4 hourly time frame, guys. All right, so we have lost this level as a support, right? That was pretty much kind of, you know, obvious that we will, well, actually Kaspa, and now Kaspa is holding that support of that level 15 cents. So if Kaspa is going to drop further, the next level of support is going to be 14%. Okay, so in my opinion, not a financial advice, guys, for healthy accumulation, I do believe that, you know, limit order could be, you know, advised in here and in here, right, for just in case. Of course, it's not a financial advice, but you know, I'm just letting you know what could be good accumulation levels, right, for Kaspa. Of course, this accumulation now is good, right, but you know, better the entry, better the possible exit with higher gains. Anyways, guys, stochastic RSI on 4 hourly is showing that we are experiencing the bottom. However, let's see on a daily time frame, and let's see what is going on daily, guys. All right, so we have almost bottom if it comes to stochastic RSI. However, if you guys are going to look, on the zoomed out picture, this doesn't necessarily look that bad, right? This is just a short-term noise. And I understand that many people are emotional about, you know, Kaspa or crypto in general because they probably bought the local top, right? They probably bought BTC and other alts at 70k. I've been investing for a while, guys, and yes, I'm down as well, just like everybody else, I guess, right? But now it's just a matter of, are you going to sell with loss or not? Because I do believe that this is what, you know, people that are ruling this market would like you to do. I'm just letting you know that I'm not selling. All right, this is just another great opportunity to accumulate. But let's have a look at more data. So this is Binance BTC USDT perpetual on a daily time frame, right? Now we do have much more liquidity towards the upside, right? After that sharp move towards the downside for BTC, everybody bet that BTC's price is going to go short. However, they're a little bit late. Now liquidity is above the current trading price. So I wouldn't be surprised if we would see BTC smashing through 58k. In foreseeable future, of course, right? But now if I'm going to put on 3 monthly time frame, you guys can clearly see that we have a lot of liquidity above or around price of 70k for BTC. So probably that Q4 is going to be very juicy. ETFs as of yesterday, negative 287.8 million of outflows. However, BlackRock haven't sold anything. And now looking at Ethereum, 47.4 million of outflows. Quick outlook on the dashboard, guys. So the current reward is 92. The next reward is going to be 87, and we've got 6 hours left. We are sitting at 85% mined, and the hash rate is sitting above 1 exahash per second. The market cap is sitting at 3.7 billion USD, and we are still sitting at number 22 if it comes to ranking. A couple of different charts and perspectives from X. All right, Mr. Elijah is saying that final leg up hasn't even started, and imagine selling now, right? So this is basically confirming my thesis, at least, right? Selling now would be basically a torture to your portfolio. But anyways, guys, Mr. Max have uploaded, you know, very interesting charts that I believe can actually play out. So make sure that you guys pay attention, right? If the current support level fails to hold, we could see a retest of the long-term trend line support before expansion. This is the depth of the bear cycle. This is actually where the bull cycle started, and you know, BTC is basically trading towards the upside, far away from that upward sloping trend line, right? However, if the price is going to go towards the downside, right, based on the technicals, there is still going to be bullish outlook because BTC is going to hold that support. I mean, if that is going to happen, right? However, the price could go towards 46, which is obviously going to be manipulation, you know, hashtag lizard, people doing whatever they want because they have a lot of money to shake you out of this market, right? However, the expansion is yet to come, and I do believe that is going to come, you know, slowly grinding in Q4, and then probably 2025 we are going to see real old season. Of course, I could be wrong, but that makes sense to me. Mickey Bull Crypto is saying that history does not often repeat, but it rhymes, and the macro disbelief and fear is ending, right? So he has a little bit different outlook than Mr. Max, right? However, we do have to be prepared for every single scenario. So if the price is going to dump towards the downside, what I'm going to do, I'm going to accumulate more. All right, if the price is going to go towards the upside, of course taking profits is always advisable in this market. All right, don't be greedy. Mr. Prof is saying that the last cycle, 2013-2017 versus this cycle, no more words left, make your own decision. Now new all-time highs soon. We've got 2013 and 2017, so this is the first leg up outside of that, you know, boredom, right? And BTC's price action basically smashed through its previous all-time highs. However, we had a retest of this level as a support, and after that we saw a parabolic run in 2017, guys. So this is exactly the same scenario at the moment. All right, however, that, you know, retest of that support is actually much longer, so that's the only difference. Okay, but obviously people are impatient and they want to get money now. And Mr. Titan is saying that Bitcoin markup is inevitable. The fear, disbelief and anger are at peak levels in the crypto space. Soon BTC will be trading higher. So let's have a look what he marked on his chart. So we had the fear and disbelief, because that zone can be actually very long, shaking people out in this zone, let's call it again, with local manipulation. And after that BTC had markup, which is that pump, and now we are experiencing exactly the same thing. We've got fear and disbelief, blah blah blah, and we've got local manipulation, just like we had in here. Okay, so well, based on this chart, kind of a no-brainer that BTC is going to pump towards the upside. And now, guys, another chart. This is total crypto market cap that is excluding BTC on a 2 weekly chart. Most people look too much much at the lower time frame. If you look closely, you will see that this is reaccumulation. It was just like that in the previous cycle. This time is just taking longer. Patience will be soon rewarded. Guys, so let's have a look. We've got a little bit of data to kind of examine, right? We've got a double bottom, the depths of the bear cycle, then mid-cycle correction, but we had this impulse wave 1, so-called first leg outside of that accumulation, and then we can call it as a retest of that support, which isn't marked on this chart. However, after that mid-cycle correction, we had pump towards the upside, which was impulse wave number 2. And now guys, the same scenario played over here. Double bottom, impulse wave 1, which we have experienced, and we have mid-cycle correction at the moment. So are we going to see impulse wave number 2? Fidelity Investments, which is apparently worth 4.9 trillion USD, predicts that the price of BTC could be worth 1 billion USD. Alright, guys, to be honest with you, I don't see any other way how BTC wouldn't be worth that much, alright, unless something terrible is going to happen. But we all know that US dollar is basically a failure. Okay, that's it, what I've got for you today. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I wish you have a great